Good morning, guys. Kevin back from Watches with Joe and Kevin with the series finale for Pushing Daisies, a show that was on way too little time. I feel like they were setting up some interesting things that they really could have paid off, as well as everything else they would have set up in the future. Not everything's going to get wrapped up probably, but again, as I said at the end of the last video, since we kind of dealt with Emerson and his daughter in the last episode, at least a little bit, I feel like we're going to be focusing more on Chuck and Ned and potentially one or both of their fathers in this one. Most likely Ned. That's a huge unresolved issue for him. Like as a character, like, you know, most episodes start with a flashback to an abandoned Ned in boarding school. So I mean, formatively, his father has been so much in terms of being an absentee parent. And we have hints, and a pretty blatant one 2 episodes ago, that he's actually kind of back, keeping an eye on Ned. And I would love to get some type of resolution to that. Again, I'm pretty sure it's George Hamilton. It looked like him anyway. If I'm wrong, I'm going to feel really dumb if they end up showing him and it was somebody else that just kind of looked like him, because it was like a 1 or 2 second quick shot close up. But I do expect some kind of resolution for that. And, you know, as close as we're going to get anyway in the show to a happy ending for Chuck and Ned, which I think all of the people watching the show ultimately want. One question that will always bother me that I would want answered, that I don't think there's any chance we're going to get it because of the premature ending of the show. Digby is 20-something years old. I can't remember how old he was when he died in the first episode, but it's been 20 years, so he hasn't aged at all, which means that Digby is ultimately not only immortal but unaging, like a vampire, which leads me to believe that's probably the case with Chuck, right? We're never really going to know if that's really true, but there is a possibility that Chuck is alive, completely invulnerable, at least, you know, to aging, and wouldn't continue to get older as Ned did, and that would be a really, really strange twist to the show that we never really are going to get addressed. You know, it's something they talked about in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I don't know. That's just something that I'm always going to kind of wonder about as we move forward with the show. I guess, you know, with it ending now, that's one thing they don't really have to deal with in terms of resolution, and that's okay. Not everything's going to get resolved. All right, we'll get started here. Do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being with us. Thanks so much, guys. Special thank you to our super patrons: NJ, MC93, Actuarial Lurker, Anna, Ballers Fuldez, ZY, Jeff, Derek Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudugunda Varapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverson, Diana Perry, Trey Contreras, Humaine Mac, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squix, Sweet Baby Silvernal, Adam Pacio, Matt Tyler, Lisa Klug, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, Katie K, Seth Walker, and Everett Nation. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here with us. Description below, link to our Patreon page for full-length watch-alongs. I mean, by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, the show's been obviously done for quite a while.
Young Lily Charles was 5 years, 16 hours, and 2 minutes old. Her sister Vivian was born with a hole in her heart. Put her vulnerable sibling before herself.
I never considered getting a flashback to them.
Lily would soon realize that constant exposure to her younger sister made Vivian a devoted mimic.
Which is why they became such a great synchronized swimming duo team.
Were loyal beyond separation until Charles not only planted the seeds of betrayal, he sowed them. Somewhere between losing her daughter and losing her eye, Lily lost the will to perform. When Charlotte's father died, her mother came back into her life as her aunt. Lily retreated from the world and took Vivian and Charlotte with her.
It's as if when she died, the merriment in this home died with her.
Oh.
Dear me, the Aquacade is in town. Let's go to the Aquacade.
Oh, you had your one eye.
Just a thing to help the gloom pass, please.
I can't believe you remembered my half-birthday.
How could we forget?
The first edition. Oh, and it's signed by the author. Thank you, Emerson.
Where's yours, boyfriend?
He's already given me the greatest gift of all my life back.
She and Vivi are going to the Aquacade tonight to celebrate Chuck's half-birthday.
What's an aquacade?
It's like this traveling water show, and you have divers and swimmers and breathtaking daredevils.
My perfect gift. I'm gonna buy 6 tickets to the aquacade.
Dare to be amazed. There has not been this much talent.
I mean, this is really risky if her aunts are going to be there.
Shark-righted Galveston Gus and his dorsal fin friend Bubba.
And your aunts.
The darling mermaid darlings.
Look, fans.
They are not fans. They're the Aqua dolls.
Rivals.
Aquadolls shaped their act into a swimming celebration of the red, white, and blue. Thus grew a bitter rivalry.
What has you been chumming the water?
I could ask the same.
We're tonight's headliners, didn't you know? This is our manager, Blanche's husband.
Insatiable husband, Shane Trickle.
Off to do what we do best. Swim for Christ and country.
So who's gonna die here?
This was an unanticipated stressor. I would like to go.
No, we are gonna stand up. Now, come on, this is Charlotte's celebration.
They look rattled. The Aqua dolls is the worst thing that could have happened to them. I'm gonna have to sneak closer and see how they're dealing with everything.
Chuck.
Yeah,
Well, I
don't
have
do
to do
it.
something. And what can I do from all the way back up here?
Thanks for insisting we stay.
Esther Williams would piss her cotton panel at the sight of those rocket splits.
Somebody's gonna die here. Okay, that was shocking for this show.
I must pen a sympathy note to Cora Remora.
Don't sign my name.
I don't know how I'd survive if I lost you.
Are they gonna be suspects?
We all thought the Charles sisters had gone the way of legend, but gee whiz. As a boy, I watched your set from the Water Wings every night.
So is this their comeback then?
Your swimming brings people joy.
Our swimming things brought us joy too.
Come back to the pool, mermaids. After a 24-hour mourning period for poor Blanche, of course.
People come out of retirement all the time. For how many performances would you want us?
We had our time.
And here it is. Back again.
So who let the shark in with the swimmers?
You come highly recommended, Mr. Carter. The name's Galveston Gus. Yeah, I know. I assume your recent loss is Bubba the Shark.
Oh, they euthanized the shark.
300 people saw your great white make fish food out of that unfortunate water hoofer.
I triple-checked the gate of his paddock before every performance. Someone else opened his pen and set me and my boy up. Help a sentimental cowpoke out.
Third grade.
Oh my God.
Great whites.
They just left her in the shark?
Mr. Moore, I'm sorry to inform you, but you've been eaten by Bubba the Shark.
My sister asked me if I was going gray.
How about something pertinent?
Only other thing that can bring on gray hair is stress. And my husband Shane is the biggest stress reliever I know.
Is this gonna be a sister affair?
Shellac with a faint scent of lard.
Why would someone put pig fat in her hair gel?
Lord sure as hell would have prompted Bubba to strike.
All someone would have to do is open the pen.
Lily and Vivian Charles. Always after our limelight.
Your limelight, you were nothing before the Darling Mermaid, darling. You can just shut up about my family, Blanche Remora Trickle. Now touch her before she talks back. Touch her, touch her, touch her.
I think it's gonna be a love triangle murder.
The killer would have needed access to the Aqua Doll's dressing room and the remote for the shark gate, all of which hollers inside job. What we need now is a cover.
My aunts!
Lily, Vivian.
We're joining the floating cast of Jimmy Neptune's Night of 1,000 Bubbles.
It just so happens I have business at Jimmy Neptune's myself. Would you mind stepping outside for a little chat?
This would have been really fun to stage and shoot.
I can't go, but I don't care because Lily and Vivian are back in the water for pay. But I want you there. I know they're surrounded by people who love them in this very emotional and vulnerable time.
That's really sweet.
Dipping a toe back in our old milieu. Unsolving a murder, the thought brings tingle.
Itty bitty, your hair and makeup. I want you to get into Blanche's dressing room and find that homicidal hair gel.
Costumes rock.
Mermaid's agent, stick to Jimmy Neptune. As team coach, I'll sidle up to the Aqua Doll's manager. And as team heavy, I'll also make sure you two have nothing to worry about.
Everyone put your fins together for a night of 1,000 Bubbles' new headliners, the Darling Mermaid Darlings. Finding a Boffo new act for Coral.
Does anybody even know who these two are?
They're the reason we devote our lives to this.
I love them.
Oh, I love you. Who are you?
Sit tango.
That was obviously a stunt double, but that still works.
If only more people around here would be as accepting of who I am. You know how many times Jimmy Neptune promised me the headliner spot? Thought I'd get it after Blanche kicked. Then I hear they're dragging the musty mermaids out of retirement.
Okay, so another suspect.
Until then, I'll be content watching others.
Think Cole will mind if I borrow this? My girls are gonna need a touch-up before splashdown. Nice to meet you, bye. Blanche's beauty area had already been broomed, but I did find Coral's hair gel. It smells fine.
I got a great big bucket full of nothing. Still, your find does prove our theory. Blanche was definitely the target.
That's Sid Tango. I found him hanging in Blanche's dressing room. He's sort of fun, and just a teensy bit angry he was overlooked to lead the Aquacade.
Look at the shark man. Happens every time Sid touches his belt.
So now he's way too obvious as a suspect. He didn't know it was there, right? It's too obvious. too quickly.
This was a frame job. I had nothing to do with killing Blanche. Why would I keep the murder weapon in my Speedo?
You had opportunity and you had motive.
You already told me that you were jealous of the Aquadoll's headliner spot.
Why aren't you shining your spotlight on Coral? It was really the Blanche show. She always put herself first. Coral hated her for it. Coral did launch Blanche into the direction of that shark. It's certainly a thing to make you go.
So then it's probably either the husband or the showrunner.
Why don't you just take that trident and stab me in the heart?
Can you believe the claws on that sea monster? Trying to pinch my Aquacade and turn it into a vehicle for herself. Dude, the last thing I need is another water dancer. With Galveston Gus gone, the audience is thirsting for a daredevil act. A motorcycle, but it's on fire. And there's a ramp,
I like the sound
20
cue
feet
there.
high, on fire too. Coral, or at least it was supposed to be her until I canned her. Charles' sisters are as easy as a lazy river. It'd be my pleasure to have them aboard. On one condition.
Jimmy agreed to all of your demands.
The fresh lilacs, the Egyptian cotton towels.
The vodka fountain?
All in there. Jimmy's gonna take the Aquacade on a European tour. Signing means you'll go.
Lily has indulged me enough. Our answer is...
Yes. Maybe it's okay to leave sadness behind. Start putting our happiness first.
She, like me, would want you to put your happiness first, too. So.
Oh my, it's Coral. Oh.
Changed herself up, hopped on the chopper, and rode it like a Hell's Angel and dragged till she fell in there.
I was just trying to show you that I could do it. That daredevil act that you wanted. I will do anything.
Your brother-in-law slash manager's hands all over your perky slash heaving boobs.
For shame, you've been doing this skinny dip with your sister's husband.
I guess the spotlight wasn't the only thing you didn't want to share with Blanche.
Until you fed her to the sharks.
Didn't kill her. I loved her. And now she's gone and...
You will swim with our act tonight.
What? Really?
Think she's telling the truth, Cod?
Yeah.
The himbo, I hadn't heard it until
Wait, where's the
on the
himbo?
channel.
The himbo getting away with murder.
The APB's already out.
And how are Lily and Vivian taking all this excitement?
Very well. Darling mermaid darlings have picked up a third. My second attempt half-birthday gift for you to wear tomorrow night. First professional appearance in years. There's no way you can miss it. The Aquacade is hitting the road, and Lily and Vivian are going with it. Didn't expect fake surprise, but I didn't expect stunned silence either.
How could you let this happen? How can I be part of their lives if they're in Europe? And now you decided to modify the rules? I've got to reevaluate which ones actually keep me here.
Whoa! It's a traveling roadshow. She knows they were going to be leaving regardless.
Coral had slept with her own sister's husband. Lily had done the same with her sister's fiancé. And since herself was what she hated most, she rejected the mirror.
Got something poking out.
Leave it.
When I see a string, I have to yank it. Holy golden May! You're trying to be a singular sensation.
Good job, Olive.
Vivian may think that a woman who sleeps with her sister's husband deserves a second chance, but I don't. The Darling Mermaid Darlings are a team that puts each other first.
I assume it didn't apply to your baby.
Oh my God, so she knows.
And the seamstress had to let out your costume. The flippers didn't fit your feet, and you had that just knocked up glow.
Well, that doesn't mean she's
And then you
actually was
disappeared for 9
pregnant.
months.
Breathe another word and it'll be your last. Now get out!
You'll regret this.
Okay, so this might be the big thing that comes out at the end here.
Ready?
I can't.
We've come this far. Do it for you.
It's a lot of self-loathing in one person right there.
One-man security detail spied a lurking shadow.
Dead girl, don't you know there's a killer on the loose?
This is getting really messy for the last episode.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I was really happy for Lily and Vivian until their happiness threatened my happiness. Snuck up here and I tried to sabotage their show in the hope that they'd stay.
Here's the pie hole mellow mix you asked me to get out of my car.
So they're both doing the same thing.
Pie Boy here was gonna torpedo their performance.
How could you?
I was freaked out because I thought Chuck was gonna leave me and follow them to Europe.
You two normally are as solid as they come because your moral compass is always pointed do the right thing.
Nice. That's really good writing.
Because the both of you seem really lost right now, so I'm gonna help you out.
This is fun. I've never actually watched synchronized swimming before, so I have no idea what it actually looks like.
Drowned out the sound of impending doom.
Oh no.
Did it for you, Coral!
Okay, so it was this guy.
Why don't you just drop the microphone there, Trickle?
Oh, I plan to.
No, in the water.
Once Lily and Vivian Charles are dead, Jimmy will finally have to make you the star of the show.
Nice.
But the victory of the previous night faded in the light of a conversation that had to be had.
I don't remember this picture. I remember the day, but...
Because I took it with my junior Instamatic, it was the first time I met your aunts.
That's really sweet.
Chuck, I tried very hard to be a good boyfriend. If Lily and Vivian knew you were still alive, the only person in danger would be me. And the danger itself is a lie. It's irrational fear in danger's clothing, and it's whispering in my ears that there's no way she would want to spend her life with you if she could still be with them. And so I put my happiness first.
You didn't know what you were doing.
I do now. I'm finally putting your happiness before my own.
Are we going to see it?
These pleasant
so happy.
sensations
Lily?
were not to last.
Oh my God.
Just had an illuminating conversation.
That sucks.
There was a part of me that always knew. It was Charlotte, wasn't it?
I tried thousands of times to tell you, but I couldn't find a way to do it. I was so ashamed. I couldn't bear to have anyone look at me. Where am I supposed to go?
Anywhere but here.
I gave up the only man I have ever loved, as well as my beautiful baby daughter, because I knew the truth would break your heart. So I broke mine instead.
That's actually really fair.
Lily? Vivian?
Was a life event that would eventually overshadow a 30-year-old betrayal.
Oh, we're getting all the old sets from old episodes.
And he was
Okay,
reunited with
good.
his own little gumshoe.
I'm looking for Emerson Cod.
This makes me happy.
If Snook would experience 2 life events in quick succession, opening her heart to a formerly friendless taxidermist, opening a culinary palace dedicated to the art of macaroni and cheese. Their shared life event began with a touch and became the promise of a new family brought about by the words,
I'm alive.
events occurred that are not, were not, and should never be considered an ending.
Oh my God, what a great last episode. Yes, on this show where people die and then come back, endings are just a beginning, so this shouldn't be considered an ending. That's really sweet. I'm really moved by that a lot. What a beautiful show. I'm really going to miss that. I know there's been talk of trying to revive it. I won't hold out hopes that it ever happens. It would be lovely if it did. It sounds like so many people who are involved will be interested in bringing it back, but if not, we have 2 seasons of wonderful television here. That was really whimsical and beautiful and charming all the way through. It was a visual masterpiece, from the sets to the lighting to the costumes. I love that we just kind of did a speed run through every setting that we had in the last, I don't know, minute and a half of the show, with the lighthouse and the honey, the honey warehouse and the windmills. You know, I'm pretty sure we probably caught every location really quickly, and I just missed some of them as they flew by. I'll go back and look at it again to kind of see up through the sewers, right, with Paul Rubens down there. But yeah, this was utterly delightful all the way through. I think this show was a masterpiece. There aren't a lot of shows like this that certainly don't feel like this. If there are shows I should be watching that kind of, obviously there's nothing like this, but something in this vein, just in terms of like, it's just such a fun, funny, feel-good show, and it balanced with a really dark sense of humor and some dark sensibilities. This was absolutely lovely. Man, I'm really glad I watched this. Thanks for being here with me through it, guys. I appreciate it. I will see you on the next show.